I'm going to inform the audience of different ways Buddhists perceive death. Buddhists believe in a positive outlook on the experience of death, and they try not to dwell on it. So someone once said, "Do not dwell on the past, do not dream of the future, but concentrate the mind on the present moment." And Buddha said this. Buddha is the God, essentially, of the Buddhist religion. So I've been interested in this religion since high school because I started meditating. And meditation gave me peace because I was depressed and I didn't have any friends in high school. So I looked to meditation. I studied and researched this for 4 years, so I thought it would be nice and helpful to relay some of this, and especially how they perceive death, because they look at spirits instead of one as a whole body. So I'm going to pass on the info about the practices of Buddhism. I'm going to give a better understanding of what Buddhist practices. They have certain stipulations to follow when they go through their death experiences, certain rules, and after the death of a loved one, they also follow another set of rules so that the spirit can go to a new body and a new life in a natural state and not be destructed. Let us awaken our minds to the practices of Buddhist religion. The definition of Buddhism is a path of practice and spiritual development, leading to the insight into the true natural nature of reality. So I talked about meditation. Meditation is a way to find peace within yourself. Usually it starts with breathing, and for beginners, you want a more quiet place so that you can concentrate on your breathing, and you're not supposed to have any thoughts. So it's really hard to do, and that's why not a lot of people meditate, because it's hard to do and to just focus on one thing. So the essential key of meditation is focusing on breathing. And then they also Buddhists believe in reincarnation. Reincarnation is when your body dies, your spirit goes into another life and a new creation of just another way for your spirit to live on. And that comes from karma as well. Karma can be good or bad, depending on the choices. So let's say if you were a bad human being in one life, then you might be like an insect for 3 days and for the next life. So you only, it's bad karma. You don't want to be something that lives for 3 days, because that's no fun. So, good karma can give happiness forever. So let's talk about that. Nuns and monks help family and friends through the passing of a loved one, kind of as a priest does, or one that you really care about. Monks and nuns are wanted for prayers and chants. They get their prayers and chants from the Buddhist scripture, and it teaches that life is not scary, but it should be embraced. Prayer for a higher state of rebirth. So they pray mostly for a higher state of rebirth, like to be born. If you were born poor, maybe if you pray for them and get a monk to come pray for them, they can put their spirit in a higher part higher body in life, where they might be rich in another life. And they teach the young not to fear the inevitable. So if you're growing up a Buddhist, or your parents are in the Buddhist religion, you're going to be taught not to fear death, but rather to embrace it, because it is inevitable and you can't escape it. Spirit is sent to new body, life, and essentially the nature. There are rules of what you can and cannot do after your spirit has left your body. So when a person dies, being whoever that is, Buddhists wait 3 to 8 hours minimum to touch the body, because if they do touch the body, they believe that it'll interfere with the spirit and its new life. So if they do, touch the body within 3 to 8 hours, that's bad. It gives them bad karma, and it can make the spirit angry, confused. And this can be bad because they can be stuck with lower reincarnation as being reborn into a worse life. It can anger the spirit and not make it happy. They won't know where to go, and it won't happen naturally. Knowing how to perceive death with a Buddhist religion can definitely impact your life. I think that people think that meditation is a stereotype where only monks do it and only people that do yoga do it, and it's just not true. So I thought that I would shed some light on that. Maybe you won't judge others if they're wearing a Buddha necklace or if they're just meditating out in public now. You'll know kind of what they believe in and how to handle it. You now know what Buddhism is and how they perceive death and what rules to follow when the spirit has left the body. Maybe you can be respectful of someone that practices Buddhism.